So something I've been trying to do more often is to vlog a little bit more and talk to you guys as events unfold. So this video will be my experience on the blockchain cruise and people I meet and some of the thought changes I have and the learnings from this conference. This camera only wants to focus on me, so I'm gonna stay on very close, like really close to each other.
So another first year, and I think it will be excited once again.
So this year they're hosting the blockchain cruise on this ship, which is one of the largest cruise ships out there, Oasis off the seas, and it's got a lot of like crazy stuff. Like the fact that there's a whole parking here is kind of ridiculous. But all that stuff can't wait. I'm running to the registration desk to meet some new friends.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Oh, very much.
This year there's a lot of good locations, a lot of good talks, so hopefully...
It will be perfect.
Nice.
It will rock.
Alright, so they have another goodies bag. Let's check out what's inside. Some flip-flops. You can deck your stuff out with gift casing. Coinsbank PJs. You have a ring to relax. I think that would be better if it's a ring to pump the price of crypto. You got a whiskey flask. Pretty much drink everywhere. You got trade and drink and trade and drink.
Welcome to the Bank of the Future. This is Coinsbank.
Yeah!
Blockchain Cruise 2018.
This is your shit.
2019.
Oh. Hey, so how's it going? I'm waiting for you.
Teach people how to be traders and really enjoying the life of crypto.
Okay, so my name is Manuel Gonzales, and basically I'm helping different projects in the blockchain industry, especially in Venezuela, where I'm currently helping a project that is called Crypto Pago. Currently, Venezuela has a lot of, let's say, regulations in place from the government, and they don't allow Venezuelans to exchange money into any other currency. So crypto is the only way of getting out of the country in an easy way. Why? The government actually opened up their doors a couple of weeks ago, but in reality it's not really happening. So there's not really an exchange happening. So people are still using cryptocurrency for exchanging bolivars into any other kind of currency. So it's kind of like a bridge.
Now it's time to get serious. Beside parties, there are actual cryptocurrency conferences to attend to and even take notes from. You're from Crypto Potato.
Yeah, Crypto Potato.
How long have you been doing Crypto Potato?
Since 2016. I came before the money.
Oh, before the money.
Before the money.
So you're more OG.
I brought the money.
You brought the money. Nice. So what do you think about crypto nowadays?
I think 2019 has been great for crypto, but Bitcoin is always like that. And the volatility, it's like it's been before, and nothing is new.
How many cycles have you been in?
Since 2013 actually.
Oh, okay.
So I saw something. I mean, I saw crashes like worse than what we see now, and I think the future is gonna be bright.
You think the future is right? Well, what do you think? Are you a Bitcoin maximalist, or do you like different coins? What's your kind of stance right now?
I prefer not to answer this. I mean, I don't want to disappoint anyone, but without those guys, I think the industry won't look as it looks like.
Cool, nice. Apparently, I'm on a panel now, which is really cool.
Yeah, I just confirmed him.
Right,
I'm the moderator. Hello.
Hi everyone. So we're going to talk about social media.
We have Michael Gu from Boxmining.
Alright, that's my time. So one of the discussion topics we had in the media panel was exits for cryptocurrencies or digital assets. So this is something that must be discussed and people must be aware of. Like, when do you sell, especially if you make a profit, and how do you look to make a profit? Now it's interesting because a lot of people take what's from the traditional investment space or the venture space, where there's several rounds of investing and you kind of really place your hopes and kind of even your bets on strong product makers that can deliver and sell and, well, reach the next stage of investments. But the issue with digital assets is that you can cash out much sooner. But also the other issue is that even if there is a next series of round fundraising, that might not mean and spell a increase in value for the token. This is a very important distinction because the digital asset you hold, it's not equity. There are no security tokens out there at this point. And this is something that we must remember, is that even if the project is successful, the token value might just remain the same, especially if no additional features are added to the token value. So you can see that with Brave, they just recently raised $35 million in the Series A, but that means they can build a stronger product, but it also means that their equity holders might want their needs to be represented more. So it's a good and a bad thing, almost, when different projects raise stronger equity rounds. They kind of the main founders dilute their original shares, and new investors, they want money back. So that's why they pay the money in the first place, and they might do that at the risk of token holders.
Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Boxmining. So I'm making this direct from the blockchain cruise, and it's on an issue that's extremely important to me, which is censorship from Google. So yesterday we found out that CCN, one of the websites I use a lot in this space, just died because Google, unfortunately, silently, stealthily censored them. Google's taken such a strong kind of dominance of the search engine space. I mean, even if you look at something like the field of search engine optimization, it's pretty much just trying to please Google. Whatever Google likes and cares about, how many words, particular keywords you need to start stuffing into your article. Don't overdo it though, because anything over 3% focus word is too much and Google penalize you. Google has dictated a lot about how information is written. And it's kind of like a silent sort of censorship, because once this kind of update progresses and people start realizing, okay, look, Google's manually applying some sort of penalty on these particular topics, then they're going to tell people, or editors of various news websites are going to tell the writers to not write about it. That's scary if you think about it. Like, hey, if you're passionate about X, Y, and Z, well, tough luck, don't write about it, because Google hates it, and we're going to get penalized if you do. And that kind of work already happens in the mass media space. So I was talking to my hand here on the cruise. He was on CNBC.
Yeah, so basically when I was interviewing with CNBC, they were very bearish against Bitcoin on air. But when we went off air, when the commercials are on and we are off air, they were saying, oh, how can I buy into Bitcoin? Can you tell me like which exchange? Oh, what is this exchange? How can I enroll in? How can I buy it? Before going back on air, they were telling me like, all right, can you just be a little bit less enthused about Bitcoin, because we want to show like that more fairness to the people.
I feel like it does suck that CCN kind of closed down shop so fast. I think it's a little bit too early to say the long-term effects of this. I mean, they just applied the update just now, and will it stay out? Will it respond to user comments? Will Google kind of remove that penalty? We don't really know as of yet, and I'm definitely holding out. I'm not saying, look, in light of this, I'm going to give up. I don't want to give up so early. I think we need to be a little bit stronger in this case, and overall, that's going to be the case with crypto. There's going to be resistances. We saw these draft bills coming out with India, where if you own cryptocurrencies, you might be jailed for 10 years. It's a new form of asset class, and it really fights against a lot of the power that authorities have. So in that case, we got to be prepared for the possibility of censorship, and we got to be ready for that. So I think that's the take-home message from this. So something that was also quite interesting is that the people on the ship itself are actually quite interested in crypto. So back there in the rock climbing wall, there was one of the younger guys who were very interested in Bitcoin. I was talking to them and telling them about cryptocurrencies. Now, one of the biggest questions that any new player has is, how do you exit? It's not how to enter, but how do you exit? Because there seems to be this idea in their minds that it's extremely hard to exit if you make money out of crypto, but we know that's not the case. You can have now the new breed of crypto credit cards are coming along. There's also Bitcoin centers in every city. It's actually incredibly easy to exit out of crypto. And I think these are the basic questions that we need to help new players understand, that the market is actually quite liquid. It's becoming, you can actually, dump 10K, 100K, even $1 million right now on the crypto markets. And especially for Bitcoin, it'll barely feel anything. And this is why Bitcoin has a strong dominance over every other coin, because it has the most liquidity. But anyways, I think these are really basic questions that we need to start helping people get to know and know the unique advantages of cryptocurrencies.
I just hope you can beat that view. It's awesome.
Some thoughts about the blockchain cruise this year. It definitely grew up, and it shows that maturity of crypto right now. Because in last year's crypto cruise, it was kind of like packed with Russian models. You can see a few of the videos about that, and they did that kind of to even out the sex imbalance in the cryptocurrency space, and it just made the whole event feel a little bit flimsy. Another thing last year was the ICOs. There were like 20, 30 ICOs on the boat. They had a huge stalls lined up, so everywhere you walk, you'll see booths, ICO booths. This year it's very different. Fewer ICOs, more discussion, and the survivors are around. So I think it's a sign that crypto is growing up, and I'm actually really happy for that, because at the end of the day, the only way for us to move forward is to grow up and move out of kind of confusion space and move into some serious discussions.